So I don't know in what order I'll upload these videos, but if you haven't seen the crash footage yet, it may or may not come. I don't know. Depending on if I really want to sit down and edit it and make it a good video and actually watch that, you know, 20 times while I edit the footage. But pretty much we were going up the canyon, and I mean, I'm not gonna blur the speed or anything, so I mean, if you watched the video, you saw how fast we were going, and he was easily doing that, if not more. So he was the lead bike. So yeah, not good. So gonna go visit him at the hospital. He's bedridden right now. I think he said he's gotten out of bed and used like a little walker, and he was able to take a few steps, but he said it hurt like hell because he had a before the crash, from a prior crash, he had a titanium rod in his left leg. And when he crashed, his leg actually had, you know, like a curve to it, because he bent the titanium rod and then re-broke his leg, obviously, if he bent a titanium rod. So they got that replaced, which apparently it wasn't like done the best the first time, so I guess they did it better this time. He crashed on June 1st, and he definitely will not be on a bike the rest of this season, and possibly not even next. Last year in July, he had a wreck, which was also bad. That's when he originally broke his, I think femur, I guess, and that's when he originally got the titanium rod. And then he was in the hospital for 3 months, and then was on crutches for 3 months. So he wasn't back on his feet from the last accident until like July. And so he certainly won't, at minimum, he won't be back on his feet until probably October. He says he doesn't know if he's gonna even buy a bike next season. He's got a S1000RR sitting at home. He had 3 bikes: an MT10, a S1000RR, and the Aprilia. I don't know what Aprilia it was, because I don't know, but now he's down to the one. Let's see if we can't get a good on-ramp run here with this construction. So anyways, he's gonna be in the hospital a while, and I'm trying to go and visit him periodically, because I cannot imagine what it would be like to be stuck in a hospital room 24/7 staring at fucking ceiling tiles. Absolutely not. So I'm trying to keep him as much company as possible. I'm sure that does a number on your mental health. There's really no telling what happened and what was going through his head, and I have a couple speculations myself. A lot of it was speed. If I posted up the picture in the video, I mean, you guys saw his bike has ABS, and you saw the skid mark that he laid down from his front tire with ABS. So yeah, I mean, that tells you he fucking smashed those brakes, and it was still not enough to, you know, for before impact. But it could have happened to anyone, you know. I honestly think part of it was he was in the front of the group, he was the lead, you know, so playing a little cat and mouse, you know, going up the canyon, and he's got to hold the lead, so he didn't want to let off. I think put anyone else in that same position, they might have done the same damn thing, because when you're going that fast up a canyon, you're not really thinking much about slowing down. You're thinking, all right, how am I going to get around this car that's coming up? And I think, you know, I think he had 2 escape routes, and he missed both of them, and just dead centered right into the back of a dump truck. So it's unfortunate, and he'll be in the hospital for a while, and he doesn't want to give up riding, but I don't know if he'll ever ride again. And this was by far the worst accident I've ever seen, period. I saw that car flip over in California. Still wasn't this bad. You know, I've crashed my bike twice. I walked away from both of them. No, not even a fucking scratch on me. So I could only imagine. I saw the way he was limping, you know, barely dragging himself. Video doesn't do it justice. Like, he was barely able to crawl off the road, and it's like tragic and eye-opening to see that. And you know, when he looked up at me and the first thing I saw was just blood coating the inside of his visor, I was like, oh fuck. And I think really what that was, I think he hit that semi so fucking hard that his head and helmet just flexed, and he hit his head on the inside of his helmet, because he broke his nose and fractured his skull. Maybe something on the semi went through his visor and, you know, caused some of that, I don't know. But when he first hit the semi, he was clearly unconscious, and I thought he was dead. I thought that was it, because I saw, you know, he's going, and when he hit that fucking semi, his bike just, you know, goes fucking tumbling down the freeway, and he's just like sitting there fucking limp, dragging down the road, and I was like, oh no, fuck. And you can hear it in the video. You can hear the shakiness in my fucking voice. Oh shit.